I wanted to sit down and have a little chat with you guys about something that I recommend you buying from the Aritzia Black Friday sale and other things that I recommend you pass on or really think about the item before you pull the trigger. So I'm a huge fan of Aritzia. I'm wearing a full head to toe outfit of Aritzia today. I really like their pieces. I think a lot of their pieces are great quality and they're great closet staples that'll last you for many years, but there are also things that I think are either really high maintenance and may not fit with everyone's lifestyles, or they fit a specific body type and it might not be for everybody. So before you buy anything from the Aritzia Black Friday sale, I recommend you watch this video and really think about the items before you go ahead and pull the trigger, because it is so easy to spend a ton of money on Aritzia without really thinking about whether you will actually wear these pieces or if they'll just sit in your closet. Just a disclaimer, if I don't recommend any of these pieces, it doesn't mean that they're bad pieces, but they just might not fit everybody's lifestyles. If you want to see more videos about Aritzia, I have an Aritzia favorites video, and I also did a Black Friday haul last week, so you can go and check that out. If you want even more sale pics, I have a story highlight on my Instagram. Check that out if you're interested, and if you want to see what items I have to talk about in this video, just keep watching. So the first thing that I really recommend is the Melina pant. I wanted to mention these in my Black Friday picks. They were on pre-order, so I thought I would just mention them really quickly in this video. These pants are like the softest faux leather pants I have ever felt and worn. They're so good, and I would highly recommend them. I have the original length version, but they also came out with a crop version and a long version, so there's something for every height of person. I'm 5'7" and I really like the original length, and I have this one in a size 4. These are super flattering on the body. Again, so comfortable, and if you like the leather pant look, definitely recommend you pick one of these up. They're not super discounted right now because I think they are still very popular, but they are definitely still on sale. And for the winter, they just came out with a bunch of different colors. So there's like a light brown version. You can go with classic black. I went with the pecan brown, and I think they're so gorgeous. I just see myself wearing this so many times in the future with so many different outfits. These are highly recommended by me. I love them, and I definitely recommend you check them out as well. So moving on to the first thing that I will not recommend, it is the Stedman coat. I bought this coat last year, I believe, when Aritzia first came out with the style, and I just haven't really worn it that much. I live in Toronto, so it's pretty much cold for 5 or 6 months out of the year, and this one isn't lined, so it's not really warm enough to wear in the winter time without being cold. So I just haven't found myself wearing it as much as I thought I would. It is definitely a very flattering coat if you're looking for that structured, straight fit menswear jacket. With that being said, Aritzia did come out with a lined version of the Stedman coat this year, and that one is much warmer than the unlined version. The unlined version is still available on the website. Like, you can go buy that if you want. It's a little bit cheaper than the lined version, but personally, if you live in Canada, I would definitely not recommend the unlined version. I would go ahead and pick up the lined version instead, because you'll just get so much more wear out of it. You won't be cold when you go outside. So if you live in Canada, don't waste your money, get the lined version instead. Yeah, if I had the lined version, it wouldn't be sitting in my closet as much as it does. This just sits in my closet for the majority of the year, which is definitely not ideal given the amount of money I spent on this coat. Like, this is not a cheap coat. This is an investment. Other than that, this is a great coat. Don't get the unlined, definitely pick up the lined. So the next thing that I would recommend is the Rourke cardigan. I don't know if that's how you say it, but it's the oversized balloon sleeve cardigan. This I would recommend so much. It's so cozy. It's 100% wool, super warm for winter, and back when I worked really long hours in audit, this would be one of my go-to pieces. It's just a great piece to have if you're going to be sitting at your desk or just relaxing on the couch. I have this one in a size extra small, and it's still very large, so definitely size down if you are thinking of picking it up. I hand washed this one and it's never given me a problem. I think this one is one of the easier knit sweaters to hand wash. I've had a lot of wool sweaters stretch out after I've hand washed them. I think it's just the type of knit that it is. This one holds up really well in my opinion under hand washing. I've never machine washed it. I don't machine wash any of my wool sweaters, but then again, if you're not someone that wants to hand wash any of your sweaters, this might not be the right piece for you. But if you don't mind the extra maintenance, definitely pick this one up. I love a good pure wool sweater. I think they're just so warm. They don't make me itchy, which I know some other people have issues with that, and I would definitely recommend it as a staple knit. It's a great layering piece. So with that being said, there are definitely sweaters at Aritzia that I would not recommend buying just because they don't hold up as well under wash, and that one is the Isabelli's sweater. I do want to point out that this is in my Aritzia favorites video. It's one of my favorite white sweaters, but it's very high maintenance. Like, you have to be super careful washing this knit. I wouldn't even dry clean it, and I'll show you why in a second, but it's because of the open knit of this sweater. I think when Aritzia sweaters are kind of like a more looser or open knit, as a rule, I know they're going to be harder to maintain just because it's easy for them to shrink or get ruined. In contrast, the work cardigan is more of a tighter knit, so that's a little bit easier to maintain from my personal experience. This sweater is really flattering, but the reason I wouldn't recommend it is because you have to be really careful in hand washing it. If you're not someone that wants to hand wash a lot of sweaters, or you're not someone that wants to be super careful with their sweaters or own a bunch of delicate pieces, this will definitely not fit your lifestyle, and I wouldn't recommend it. I hand wash it and I'm super careful and I've had no problems, but it's all well and good until you get a stain on it and you can't get that stain out. So I had a little spill. I couldn't get it out by hand washing, so I took it to the dry cleaner. What they had to do to get the stain out really changed the knit of the sweater. You can see this little white spot. That's where the stain was. After the dry cleaner, this spot just became more of a tight knit, so there's like a little bit of a white spot when I wear it now. It's not that noticeable, but if you have a lot of these stains on your sweater, like, it'll definitely become unwearable. So to summarize, really cozy and flattering sweater, but don't waste your money if you don't want to be really careful in wearing and maintaining it. Another thing that I would recommend are Aritzia's ribbed tank tops. This one I talked about already, but I just want to point it out again. The Aritzia Skyfall Tank and Honor Tank both have the stretchy ribbed material, which is literally amazing. I'm wearing the Skyfall Tank right now, so these two are the same stretchy material, and they are just such great basic tank tops to have in your wardrobe. The material is super soft and stretchy, and they both hold up under wash really well. These have become regular tank tops on rotation in my wardrobe. I wear them all the time, and I just know that they're gonna look flattering with whatever I layer them with or even by themselves. So I couldn't recommend these enough. The Honor Tank and the Skyfall Tank, they are on sale for $18 off of $20, which is only 10% sale, but if you want to check them out, now is the best time, I guess. If they're out of the color in your size, you can definitely afford to size down. I sized down 2 sizes for the Honor Tank and it still looks great in my opinion. So they're super stretchy and they are great classic rib tank tops. The last piece that I would not recommend is something that didn't work for me. If you're someone who's, I would say, 5'6" or taller, I would not recommend the contour bodysuit. So tight on my torso that I don't even want to wear it. Like, it is very flattering, but I just never want to wear this out. I just know that it's going to be way too tight on my torso. I'm 5'7" for reference, and this is just not, it's just not long enough for me, like vertically. So I have not gotten a lot of wear out of this. It's just not comfortable for me to want to wear. If you're, say, 5'5" or shorter, this would definitely be a great piece. It's a very thick, good quality tank top that's very flattering, and it has a really flattering straight neckline, but again, just not comfortable enough for me to wear. So if you're tall, would not recommend. Don't waste your money. Those are all of the items I wanted to show you, and I really just would recommend you think about whether these pieces fit into your lifestyle or into your personal style and wardrobe before you pull the trigger and spend a lot of money at Aritzia just because it's on sale. Even if I recommended them, I would recommend you think about whether you have the time to invest in maintaining it and whether you want to be really careful in wearing it and whether it fits for the climate that you live in. If you enjoyed this video, let me know in the comments if there are other items that you would or would not recommend. I would love to learn about that as well, and check out my Instagram if you want to see more Aritzia sale pics, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!